story problem. Mrs. Peabody has 35 books on a cart to take to the classrooms. So she must be the librarian.
Yeah.
Right?
That's not a movie.
Yeah, I have
Okay,
it.
up, zip it. Think about the information, not the name. Okay? She has 35 books on a cart to take to the classrooms. She can use boxes that hold 10 books, or she can also place single books on the cart. What are two different ways she can put the books on the cart? So we need to make 35 in two different ways. Okay? So, what's one way you can make 35? Hudson? Okay, and how many tens? 2. Okay, yes. We could do 2 tens, right? That would be 10. 2 tens would be 20. And then 15 ones. I put them in groups of 1. Now let's see that. So 20 plus 5 would be 25, right? 5 more would be 35, and 5 more than that is 40. Well, then that's not going to work, is it?
You said 40.
Do what?
You skipped 40.
Oh, I skipped 30. Oh, thank you. That should have been a good answer. Okay. 25. What's after 25? 30. And 5 more is
35.
There we go. Okay.
Now it's correct.
Now it's correct. So how many tens did we draw? And how many ones? 15. Good job, Hudson. Okay. What's another way, boys and girls?
Put 3 tens.
3 tens.
And then
Think about the number 35. What's in the ones place? 3 is in a what place? Write the number 35 down. Boys and girls, write the number 35 down on the top of your paper, right here. Okay. What's in the tens place? 3. So you said 3 tens. So what's in the ones place? So how many ones should we have? How many ones should we have, Nicholas? 5 ones. Okay. So boys and girls, I was hoping you would have done this a little differently. I was hoping you would have done the 3 tens and the 5 ones first, okay? And then we could have done the 2 tens and the 15 ones second.
Yeah.
But, so 35, usually you think of 3 tens and 5 ones, right? But boys and girls, I could switch this a little bit. How many little pieces or little blocks are in 1 10? How many little blocks are in one of those? 10. So what if I instead took this out, 10, and did 10 ones for it instead, and then also still have the 5 because I still need the 5, and I just had 2. Does that make my top one?
Yes.
Yes. So then we could also say, oh, let's trade another 10 for ones again. So now I only have 1 10. I'm gonna have to draw 10 ones for that, for the 10 that I crossed off, right? And then I'm gonna have to add all these on there too. A lot of 5s, huh?
Yeah. I'm thinking that's 40.
Okay, it's not, because this is 110, right? So we would write 10. 5 more than that would be 15. 5 more. 20. 5 more. 25. 5 more. And 30. And then 5 more is 35. Now how many ones do I have? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I have 1, 10, and 25 ones. Okay? Now, what's the last way I would do this? I took off the 110, traded it for 35 ones. Exactly. Yep, 35 ones. Okay? Let's go ahead and go on here and do 3 10s, 5 ones. Okay. Alright, everybody got those down?
Yeah.
Okay, turn your page to the back. Okay, boys and girls, please voices off. Here are 2 ways to show the number 148. 35 was a little easier. 148 is a little harder because you have 3-digit numbers now. You guys know this way. 148, how many 10s is there? Or how many hundreds is there?
1.
1, so you put a 1 in the hundred place. How many 10s are there?
1.
Nicholas, you need to pay attention to this part first. Then move on, okay? How many 10s?
4.
And how many ones?
8.
Okay, so that is 148. Now, look at this second picture. Look at all these 10s. They're separated, right? Can we make a group of 100 with that?
Yes.
Okay, right now, though, there is no hundreds, right? No. 0 hundreds. How many 10s? Can you count all them? Count them. Count all these 10s. How many 10s are there, boys and girls?
14.
14 10s. And how many ones?
8.
Okay, guys, look at this. 148. 148. Look at this. 0 hundreds, because they didn't group them. Okay? But they have 14 10s. But look at the numbers. Are the numbers still the same?
Yes.
1, 4, 8.
Yes.
You usually wouldn't have 14 10s if you were just doing it with a regular number. Okay? You still have all the same numbers. Okay? You're just going to have 14 10s instead of 100 and then 4 10s that are left over. What is your question?
I noticed that the 2 numbers on the bottom, they have the same numbers, but in different order.
Okay, let's look. So let's do number 1. It says, write how many hundreds, 10s, and 1s are in the model. How many hundreds are in number 1 on
2.
2? How many 10s?
1.
How many 1s?
3.
Okay, now this is another way. You made what number is that again?
213.
213. This is one way to make 213. This is going to be another way.
Yep.
How many hundreds?
2.
How many 10s?
0.
And how many 1s? 13 1s. Okay, now I know there's a 0 in there, but if you were to take that 0 out, you'd have 213.
It's
213.
the same, because fighting the one
You're just, yeah, it's just a different way to make it. That's all this is, okay? Okay, so that is what you guys are going to be doing. Okay? Go ahead and do the bottom one. I will come around and look and see if you can have a red star. Then I'll let you do the on your own, and we will do the back. Okay, if each box holds 10 bags, each bag has 10 marbles in it. If you had 10 bags, that would be 100. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So each box is 100, each bag is 10, and each little marble by itself is 1 by itself. It's the ones. So, draw a picture to show a way to buy 324 marbles. How many hundreds is the easiest way to do this?
3 boxes.
3, right? 3 boxes. Okay, or 300. How many tens?
2.
2 tens, and I'm just going to make them tens. Just make them tens. And how many ones?
4.
4. Okay. Easiest way, right?
Yep.
Okay. This is like what it's on your math homework. Okay. This is kind of the same thing. The number you have is 276 though, on this bottom part. Okay. So one way is to show 276 is just the easiest way. Okay. Here's the harder part. And the harder part that will be on this one also, okay? So let's look at this. We can't do the same thing this time. We have to switch it up a little bit. They want a different way, okay? So you either want to take away 100s and make that 10 tens, or you can take away 10s and make more ones. So are we taking away 100 or are we taking away a tens? You guys want to take away 100? Okay, so instead of having 300, now we're going to take one away. How many hundreds would that be now?
0.
No, 3 minus 1.
2.
2 hundreds. Okay? But now we have to make that up in tens. If you took 100 away, how many tens is 100?
10.
10. So we have to draw an extra 10. We draw the 2 tens that we had, but then we have to draw 10 more. Okay? So draw 10 for the 100 that we took away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many tens do we have then? If this was boxed, you have 10, right, for the 100, but you still have to have the 2. Okay, so 2 more after you do 10. That would be 12. Okay, and then we can keep the same ones. Okay, keep the same ones. So how many ones is left? 4. Okay. So now, okay, hot problem. There is only 1 box of marbles in the store. There are many bags of marbles and single marbles. Draw a picture to show a way to buy 312 marbles. Okay, there's only 1 box. So 1 box would be what? 100. But how many hundreds do they want us to do? 3. Therefore, we are going to need to draw 2 more hundreds would be 10 more tens, right? We're going to have to draw 10 for our other 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For our second 100, for 200. 10.